Okay. Everyone, welcome back to Breslov Efrat here at Shirat David. Wish everyone a shvua tov, a good vach. And we had a very interesting night last night here. But Baruch Hashem, we're all safe. And we really need to learn now for the well-being of our chayalim and the country and all the Klal Yisrael, wherever they are. And especially our captives. Yeah, let's not forget them, right? We have so much things going on. We don't want to forget them.
And the captives' families.
The family, yeah, all of them, yeah. Hashem should really spare us from all of this. But look what we're going to learn now. This is mamish amazing for what we need right now. Here we go. So we're learning Likutey Halachos, Hilchos Birchas HaShachar. We're in morning blessings. And today, Mitzvah Hashem will finish our lessons in Likutey, in Hilchos Birchas HaShachar. Today we're in Halacha Hey, and today we're doing Tzadik Zayin. All right? With Hashem's help, we'll finish today. Here we go. The Rebbe says like this today. Ayin Mamar Rabbi Seinu Zal ala pasuk in Iyov. Haya'arech shu'acha loy vitzar. Look at these words. Look at these words. You should scream out to Hashem that you shouldn't have a problem. Preempt, that we shouldn't have a problem. Look what he says now. He's quoting here. Kama v'kama tzrichim l'schazek l'tzametz b'tfila u'ba'koshas rachamim v'sachnunim. You have to cry out very powerfully, in a very powerful way. K'may sham chazal li'olam yakdim odam tfila l'tzara. Right? We're supposed to daven that we shouldn't have it, Sarah. How do you like that? Is that amazing what we're learning here? Sasha, right? For today's Inyana Diyama?
It makes sense.
Li'olam yakdim adam tefila l'tzara. Daven, so you shouldn't have the tzara. Reish Lakish Amar, kol ha'mitzames etz atzmai b'tefila milmata ein loy tzarim milmala. Reish Lakish says, right? Ma'amer Chazal, Reish Lakish, right? Wow! If you're strong with your tefillah down here, you won't have any problems from up on high. What do you mean up on high? The 24 courthouses, right? If we daven to Hashem, we connect to the Ratzon Hashem down here, so we can avoid the problems that it's coming from up, and that's coming from Reish Lakish. Rabbi Yochanan Amar. Li'olam yivakesh adam rachmim sheyu hakol ma'atzmim. What? Es koichai va'al yiyu lo yitzarim milmala. In other words, it's the same idea. You have to strengthen your koy, strengthen your with power down over here, that you shouldn't have problems. Again, many different references for the same thing to understand what the Navi Iyov said. Hayarech shuach loy vitzar. All right. Zel lashon Rashi zal li'olam yivakesh adam rachmim sheyu hakol me'amsim es koichoi sheyasayeyu malachi ashoris levakesh rachmim. Look what the Rashi says. Rashi says we should daven, we should ask that the malachim, they should come and they should assist us. Yeah, that's our plan. Baruch Hashem.
Can I say something about this, though?
About what?
What you just said?
Yeah.
The thing that I have learned is that you crying out, whatever you want to call it, you have to really, really want it.
Mean it. You have to mean it.
You have to really mean it. Because if you don't mean it, if you just say the words rotely,
no, it's useless.
No,
it's not going to happen. No, but look what Rashi's saying over here. Sheyasayeyu malachei hashores levakesh rachmim. We ask that the malachim should help us to bring machmanis also. Ask the malachim, they should help us. Vayikra le'inyanenu hu perish Rashi hanal. The main for us to understand is this perish of Rashi. Shal zeh ba'atzmai tzrichin levakesh rachmim lo'olam hainu shel tzarech ha'odam levakesh rachmim sheyuchel levakesh rachmim. That we have to look what these words. Li'olam tzarech adam levakesh rachmim sheyuchal levakesh rachmim. Ask Hashem that I should be able to daven, to be able to have the rachmanis, to get the rachmanis from you. You understand? Ask Hashem, daven, that you should be able to daven, that you should have the rachmanis.
Well, in the Breslov Siddur,
Yes.
it has something here exactly like that.
Yeah, of course.
Let me pray with everything in my soul. I don't know if I remember the exact words, but it has the exact thing.
K'moisha shemavoya b'Rashi, and now sheperetz tzarich adam levakesh rachmim shiyu akol ma'amtzim es koichai sheyasei malachi hashoyis levakesh rachmim. Same idea again, like we said with Rashi, right? It asked that the malachim should also assist me to get this rachmanis. V'hoben heitiv ad kama v'kama tzrichen l'schazek b'koshes rachmim. How much we have to really storm Shemayim, storm heaven, that Hashem should give us compassion. I don't think there was a more apropos day for us to learn this than today. What do you say, Sasha? No, it's amazing, right? Tzrichen l'schazek b'koshes rachmim ki afal pi shehu ba lefarei sichosai beinoi levein koinoi ve'einoi yochel v'tayach piv klal. Sometimes we come to Hashem and I can't open my. I don't have what to say. I don't know what to say. I can't. I don't know what to say. Sometimes people want to have his bite. They want to talk to Hashem. They're tongue tied. They can't. They don't know what to say. So if you don't know what to ask for, ask that I should be able to ask, like we said. Daven to Hashem, hey, Hashem, I don't know what to say. Let me know what to say. Notice really well.
What's the role of the malach? What are we asking now?
The malachim also, the malachim, well, this is what Rashi said. Rashi brings down over here, Shivakesh Rachim, Mount Sayasekah, Shiaseyu Malachi Ashoris, Levakesh Rachim. Right, that you can ask the Malachi Ashoris that they should come to be Mevakesh Rachman for us as well. No, I understand. Well, no, hold on. Okay, wait a second.
Yeah.
We know that whenever we do mitzvahs, right, we create malachim, right? Mm-hmm. Those malachim that we create are there to assist us when we need them. But we have to, they're ours. They're ours. We created them. When you put on your tefillin, you put on your talis, you're making tzitzis, right? You do all these things. We're creating malachim all the time. We want to be mevakesh these malachim. Hey, listen, I made you malachim. Come on, help me. I need help.
You say our own personal malachim?
Yeah, we have malachim. Yeah. Oh, Yassi's here. Wow.
The malachim can't decide. You can say to Hashem, listen, all these malachim are my schut.
Yeah.
And help me, But the malachim don't have bechira chofshis.
They don't have bechira chofshis, but I can say to the malach, hey, I created you. Now help me. You're mine.
Do you say it to the malach, or do you say it to Hashem?
You can. If you can't, you can take that one. Yeah.
You say it to Hashem.
Just can't take that one. Yeah. Okay, so that's the idea, that if I can't ask for the Rachmanis, I should beg Hashem that I should be able to ask for the Rachmanis. Right? That's the main thing. Again, quoting the pasuk from Eov, Haya'arech shu'acha loy b'tzar. Daven to Hashem that I shouldn't scream out to Hashem that I shouldn't have tzar. I shouldn't have problems. We should have Rachmanis before we have a problem. So Sashi, you were thinking this is the tip of the iceberg. We should daven to Hashem that this was the whole iceberg. This was the whole thing. It's done. It's done. Let's believe it. Okay. So this is the last. This is okay. So now that was Tzadik Zayin. Okay. Now we're going to go to Tzadik Ches.
No, in any case, it will end up good for us, but it might look very scary. I mean, it looks scary this time, but it might look even scarier. But it still will be.
It's going to work out because Hashem always works out. Hashem's always on top. Hashem wants to see what we're going to do now. Are we going to beg Him for Rachmanis? Are we going to beg Hashem for Rachmanis? That's what He wants to see. And that's what we're learning. That's what's so important that we have to do. All right, so now let's go on to Tzadik Ches. All right? Now we're going to see, this is Hilchas Nesias Kapayim. This is for the Kohanim. All right? Duchening, right? Look what he says now. Tzadik Ches. V'zeh bechinas birchas Kohanim. Ki kvar mevoye shekol seder kriya shema ubirchaseh. And we already learned, and we studied this pretty good, that the whole idea of the Kriya Shema and the brachas of Kriya Shema, Utfila and the Shmon Esrei, Hakolu bechinas emunas harotzen. It's all emunas harotzen, right? It's all connecting to the Ratzon Hashem, right? Shema Yisrael Hashem Elokeinu Hashem Echad, right? Ratzon Metzach harotzen, right? And the brachas that go to it when we say Yoitza Ma'oros, right? Where Hashem, you were the one that created the luminaries, right? It's not Teva, it's all you, Hashem, right? And then the Shmon Esrei, talking to Hashem. We come to the place, to the Olam Atzilut, we come to that high world, right? We come to that high place, and we're mamish speaking to Hashem directly. Tzadik Ches. Sha'oz oiskim bekama tikunim. We make so many different repairs. We make so many rectifications via doing this, right? Via connecting to the Ratzon Hashem, when we transcend the 24 courthouses of the lower ones, right, of the Zer Anpin, and we make our way up to the Metzach HaRotzen, right, we make so many different repairs. And therefore, the end of the Tefillah, which is Shmon Esrei, right, where the Chazan, when the Chazan is repeating, he's repeating the Shmon Esrei. Olam HaKohanim levorech es Ama Yisrael b'hava. The Kohanim go up and they bless the people, levorech es Ama Yisrael be'ahava, to bless the Jewish people with love, be'ahava. Why we're going to see in a minute why be'ahava. This is a Torah in Likutey Maran. Shayidei hatzedakah, shayidei zeh zoichin l'rotzain. Through tzedakah, we learned the person gets rotzen. Remember, we learned that so much, right? When we give tzedakah, I connect my rotzen to the rotzen Hashem, right? Vayidei zeh ein tzrichin lasei shum esek v'uv the klal b'shvil parnasa. Wow, wouldn't that be nice? Come on, Yossi, huh? Money would just come in. You wouldn't have to do anything. That would be nice, right? You're about to learn all the time.
Yeah, if I use it for that purpose,
Okay.
that would be nice.
Okay. Maybe you would. Well, if you can. Well, we're going to learn like this. If the money could just come to you that way,
Yeah.
that it's birchas Hashem, so then you will want to learn all day. Because you'll be thanking Hashem that, wow, you have all this money. And it just came to me all by itself. Wow. Kinis kayim v'omdu zorim v'ro tzoynechem. There'll be strangers that get up. The Navi Yeshaya says that when Mashiach is going to come, there'll be strangers, zorim, right? Zorim, strangers. That'll come and they'll be the shepherds of your sheep. In other words, you won't have to go do it. Wouldn't that have been nice if we would have saved that little boy, right? Ay Hashem, income dama mamash. Hoy, v'atem koyenei Hashem tikra'oyu. And then you'll be called like the Kohanei Hashem. Why? Because the Kohanim, right? The time of when the Mashiach, in the time of the Beis Hamikdash, the Kohanim were given their money from the people, right? The people gave them the truma, right? Everyone gave the Kohanim the truma. They got their money from the people. The Kohen didn't have to do any work. The Kohen worked in the Beis Hamikdash, right? And the Kohanim would get their money from the money would just come in. Kohen Hashem daika bebechinas chesed. That's chesed. Nimsa sheikra hatachlis l'schus lebechinas kohen. So the main thing is to come to the idea of the rotzen, the idea to know that it's all Hashem, to connect to the rotzen, make the tikkunim. And then when we can do that, and we can by giving the tzedakah, we come to the chesed Hashem. Via doing that, we can come to the schus to become the Kohanim and to get our parnasa in that way. Watch what he says now. By the end of the tefillah, we drew in this revelation of the Ratzah, right? We drew it in. So then the Kahanim go up by Ritzeh, right? We go up by, the Kahanim have to go up. Did you know that, Mordechai? The Kohen has to go up before Ritzeh. By Ritzeh, right? The Kohen has to go up before then. If he goes up after, it's a question if he can still do it.
Why is there, what is there about that? Why do you have to go up before they, but everybody waits till they say Ritzeh. So does that mean we're all going up late?
No, you're supposed to go, when they start saying Ritzeh, you go up.
Yeah.
Before he makes the bracha, you have to already be there. You have to be standing there. What's it like? Lahamchich kedushas koyin al kol Yisrael. To draw this idea of the kedusha of the Kohen on all Klal Yisrael. So in other words, the Kohen goes up there. The Kohen blesses es Ama Yisrael bi'ahava. So he's bestowing. He's giving over the power of the kuna. He's giving something, a blessing, over to all the people. So Yisku kol Yisrael b'chinas v'atem kohenei Hashem tikrei. That all of you should also be called kohenei Hashem. All of you, when you're giving the blessing, that everyone in the community should be called kohenei Hashem. That the parnasa should be able to come in the same way the Kohen is going to get his parnasa because the people give the truma and they give to the Kohen. So too, all the people should benefit for that as well. Watch what he says. That we shouldn't have to go out and be busy. Asik, it's very interesting. He use the word asik, right? Busy in business, right? Asik, right? Bishvil parnasa rak kol hamamin v'ashiras v'parnasa yiyu nimtzach lahem b'chazdai shezeh bechinas kohen.
Meaning that's the kind of bracha
that the Kohen is giving.
That's what they should have.
No. He's giving it over to us. Because I'm going to have, the Kohen saying, I'm going to have this. I want you all to have the same idea.
Even though you're the ones that are taking care of me.
Yeah.
You're Meiser.
No, other Rabbah. Because if he blesses us, then we have more money, then he'll get more money.
Yeah. That's a good thing.
Right? It works out for everybody. Right? The Kohen gets his cut, right?
Yeah.
Yossi, so if you have that much more to give,
right.
So the Kohen benefits more.
But during Birkat Kohanim, it seems as if that the intentions there seem to
Most Kohanim will not know this.
Well,
most Kohanim will have no idea about this.
Giving a bracha, like you should know what. Hook me up. Like, I mean, are you thinking about giving us money?
So I'll tell you what I'm thinking about.
Let's see what the guy thinks about. There we go.
So it says in the morning to learn Torah, what you have to say.
Yeah.
It says that the Kohen will do the blessing. They'll bless the people with Hashem's name, so that Hashem will then bless
The people.
Now, but it's not even, it's right, it's the whole, it's not just the people in the shul, it's like
All people.
all of Israel, wherever they are.
Yeah.
So that's one thing I'm thinking about. And then the first line says to bless them with money. To bless them with a parnasa.
Meaning Yivarechecha.
Yeah, Yereka and Mishrecha.
We're gonna go through this now. We're gonna go through this right now. Right, watch this. We're gonna go through
two things, but that's what I'm.
But the main point is va'atim kohenei Hashem tikro. That's what the point is. That you all should be called like the Kohen. We should all be. Well, Hashem said we're all kohanim, right? In Yisrael,
we're
right?
a priestly nation.
The Korach said that.
No. Hashem said that in the end of Yisrael.
Yeah, we're a priestly nation.
Yeah.
Mamlechet Kohanim.
Mamlechet Kohanim v'goy kadosh.
The Goy Kadosh.
Yeah. All right. Now watch this now.
So there's the first one. May God bless you with money.
V'zeu yivarechecha Hashem b'momen. Bless you. The blessing is Yivarechecha. When you say the word Yivarecha Hashem, Hashem should bless you. What? With money. Shekol hamammon yegiu lahem al yedei birchas Hashem levad. It should all come by the blessing of Hashem alone. Beli shum uvda v'iskei masa matan malacha, without any having to be busy and bothered, because the only reason why we have to work is because of Adam Arishan, right? Adam Arishan ate from the tree, and then Hashem cursed him. B'zeyas apecha toichalecha, right? So we're experiencing it. So now is the Kohen's blessing. Hashem, Hashem should bless you, that the money should come to you without it now. Bechinas birchas Hashem ta'asher v'lo yosef etzev ima. You won't have any more of this atzvas. You'll have it. It'll all come. It should come all from Hashem. We won't have any of that. The bread of the what?
No, I'm sorry.
Yeah, the bread of the prayer, all that, earning this thing in a difficult way. Shalei yitztarech l'shum yigia shal esek hamalacha shenimshach bebechinas beitzvain teichlena bezeyas apecha teichalechem. Right, the curse. Rak hakol hashiras v'aparnasa yiyu nimshach al yedei birchas Hashem. It should all come to you via the blessing of Hashem. Yivarech Hashem, the money should come to you from Hashem without you having to be busy by doing all these things and think that you have to be so involved. And the way in America they tell you the harder you work, the more money you'll make. Right? That's what they say, right? The more you work, the harder you work, the more effort you put in, the more money you'll make. That's Chachmei HaTeva, we're going to see in a second.
I've never blessed people this way. Like when I was in the United States, I didn't know anything about this.
Yeah. Okay.
And now, when I go up there and I sit down, I'm saying, Hashem, this is Mordechai ben Shmuel HaKohen. I'm here to bless these people with your name. And so I'm working in my kavanah.
Using me as a conduit.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah. It's beautiful.
I can't just go up there and then all of a sudden have the kavanah to say that. So
you have to prepare yourself. You have to. Right. You have to do a little. You have to.
This will give you even deeper.
But look what he says. Oh no! No. V'zeh v'yishmerecha. Now, what's the next word? Yivrech Hashem v'yishmerecha. Right? V'yishmerecha. What is that? Min hamazikim. Right? We all know that, right? That you shouldn't have any mazikim. There shouldn't be any demons, any problems, any things like that. What does that mean? Shehem bechinas hachayes rois hamevoarin sham b'Torah. Now. Right? Shehem mazike olma, shehem roitzim livgam berotzan, and these are the mazike olma. These are the demons. I don't know how you say that. How would you pronounce? How would you translate that? You'll say mazike olma.
Yeah,
the demons, right? Demons is good to say. That's a good translation. Okay, good. That's what I was thinking. Shehem roitzim livgam berotzan. They want to put in there the chachmas hateva. They're trying to put in their chachmas hateva. I have to work harder. You have to work hard. V'al kein al yodam nimshach b'yoyse yagiyos v'tirdas hamalachos v'asakim v'bechinas v'yitzvan teichlena. Because what do? They keep saying you have to work harder. You don't have enough money. Work more. Put more work in. You'll make more money to be mavatal you from Torah. Right? They don't want you to be connected to the Ratzon Hashem. So work harder, persevere. You'll make more money. Nonsense. Yivarechecha Hashem. Remember, Yivarech Hashem. Hashem will give you the blessing. You wouldn't have to do that, but you need the v'yishmerecha from the mazike from the mazike alma. Those demons that are trying to make you believe that because I work hard, that's why I have more money. That's fascinating understanding. And therefore that way is like a kesel, the word ksil, right? It's foolish. It's a foolish way. They're screaming out. These chachmei hateva, they're screaming out that a person has to what laharbais ba'asokim malachos levatel chas v'sholem ha'torah v'avoda. Don't waste your time studying Torah and going to shul. You have to be in the office. You have to be in the store. You got to keep the store. You have customers are going to come by. You're going to miss out business.
So there was this example that I learned that there was a guy in Chicago, and he was driving around trying to find a specific address for a really big appointment that he needed to get to and is going to make a whole lot of money. So he got himself a map, but the map was of Detroit and not of Chicago. And so I got to try harder. I got to think positive, and then I'll get there. But he'll never get there. So you have to have the right map first. This is having the right map.
Right map. Yeah, see, that's a good story. That's cute. The guy had the wrong map, and he's trying to get to the city.
But that's our paradigms, the way we see things. Many times we don't see it correctly. We judge someone when they don't deserve being judged because we don't understand why they're doing something.
We don't understand.
But he's speaking specifically about, like, Mazikin isn't like, oh, I shouldn't get in a car accident, or I'm sure that also.
No.
He's saying no. He's saying the das of the other side.
Of the other side, that's telling you the more I work, the more I'll have. The more I work, the more I have. If I put more hours in, I'll make more money. But we know that that's nonsense, because the next thing you'll know, you're going to have whatever you're going to have, whatever was granted to you on Rosh Hashanah Yom Kippur, was stamped on Yom Kippur, that's what you're going to have. No matter what you could think you'll make more money, but then the next thing you know, you'll get a bill in the mail. You get one of these red light camera things. You get one of these things, or whatever you get, and the thing just happened.
I have to fix my floor in Houston for $20,000.
Well, okay,
But I mean, no, it's a surprise.
So now he needs to work harder to pay for that floor. But
No. The thing, if you're going to work harder, maybe that time you didn't go to Rabbi Kramer's class because you thought you were going to have to work.
Right.
Because if I don't work, I'm not going to have my money.
Right.
No, but
Right.
Nachman was, I was reading
Right, Mordechai, right?
wisdom over Shabbos.
Yeah.
And,
Oh, that's great.
And this Likutey of money, he just really goes off on how foolish chasing money is, and he's adamant that man and money cannot last together.
Yeah.
They just cannot last together.
Yeah.
It won't work. You're gonna lose your money either in your life or you're gonna lose it at death.
Well, we all lose it. No one.
Lose it, yes, no matter what. right. So
When someone passes away, the money is useless.
I guess he really saw people then. I thought they were pretty poor, but I guess they were really chasing money.
But Yossi, again, we know that these teachings, were teachings for today. In other words, like the Shpala Zayda.
Yeah.
Right. So he was still, Rabbi Nachman, what are you writing this for? This is not for now. They'll need this later. This is not for now. Why are you telling them this now? Right. These guys were trying to get a couple of potatoes.
That's what I'm saying. For the average guy sitting around his Shabbos meal or Shalashudas while he's giving this over, sitting there, he's saying, and the guy's like, Rebbe, I'm not going anywhere. All I got is a potato, and I'm not chasing.
But again, at that time, the Haskalah was very rampant. So the Haskalah was saying, come, join us, and then you'll have much better.
He was able to see how this is going to go. This is where it's going to go to.
It was going. What do you mean, Justin? It was going. The Haskalah was rampant at the time. We were losing Jews all the time. Right? You remember? Yeah. Okay. Kiheim behepich me'amunas harotzon. They are the exact opposite of the Amunah and the Ratzon Hashem. That's the exact opposite in the idea of that it's all the Ratzon Hashem, it's all whatever Hashem wants is the way it's going to be. Work harder. You do more business. You keep the store open more hours. But they don't have any hatzlacha at all from doing this. They don't have any hatzlacha. And if they do have hatzlacha, it doesn't last. They'll lose it from some other way. Hashem Hashem, the Kahanim bless us that we should have the mammon. What does that mean? Sha'mammon v'ashiras yagia al yedei birchas Hashem levad beli esek malacha. In other words, the Kohen's blessing that the money should come to you without you having to be busy with all of this business and all of this work. In other words, you'll just get you get a phone call. You had an inheritance, or whatever. You get a check in the mail. I don't know, a bank error in your favor. I don't know. Sometimes you get a check, right? Yeah. Vishmerecha min hamazikim sheim achayis rois chachmei hateva. They are the chachmei hateva that tell you, no, you have to work harder, and then you'll make more money. That's nonsense. All we have to do is connect to the Ratzon Hashem. That's where the money comes from. Hashem is the one that provides us all the money, and that's as far as that goes. Any questions on that? Do we believe that?
I was mamish educated this way. Like even though I went to yeshiva and I came from a firm home, but the harder you work, the more money you're going to make. And that is.
That's the American. That's Western civilization. Culture.
Early bird gets the worm. And just outsmart, outwork them, and accumulate money. Again, but years later now, Yossi. Years later. Also, talk about this stuff. Years later.
And so that's what you. But what do you actually see? How did the things work out in your life?
They worked out a lot better than I thought.
Yeah. Oh, Baruch Hashem. Baruch Hashem. Isn't that nice?
They worked out actually good. They worked out a lot better than I thought. And it wasn't me.
Exactly, but that's the whole point. Yeah. It was all matana from Hashem.
Yeah. But I didn't have this kavanah. I mean, it's amazing. I don't know why. Then it's like I didn't have this kavanah.
Because you're going to be learning this today, and you'll understand retroactively. That's where it came from.
But where's the gvul? Like where's the how one knows how much you should work. I can sit here and just learn LA. Maybe once a week I go work.
Well, okay, so let's take the Chavetz Chaim, right? So let's take the Chavetz Chaim. The Chavetz Chaim, he had a little store, right? A little store, whatever he sold in his store. And he made a cheshbon, how many kopecks he needed a day, right? Whatever he needed, 20 of them, 30, whatever he needed. And then when he saw, I brought in this amount of money today. Okay, store's closed. Store's closed.
Most people don't do that.
Okay.
Work
No.
I'll take it.
Okay.
If there's another client, I'll take them, there. I'll take them there, and I'll just cash. I'll take them.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it's a real. According to this, and it's a real taiva.
Yeah, but Mammon is a real time. But Mammon is a real.
So this is double, triple pay. This is double, triple pay for you.
Yeah.
Me.
You call me like, you working towards Mahmoud?
Can you work tomorrow? I have to leave my kids. Oh yeah, I can be there. Yeah. Oh, I can be there as fast as you want. Don't you have a Rechaim? Rechaim can take a hike. I'll be there at first thing. I'm telling you.
Okay.
Just give me the pin.
Just give me the pin.
Just send me the pin, right? Oh, okay.
So in sales, I have seen many times where I think a client's going to buy something, and I'm working really hard. He never buys anything, and then in 2 seconds, this guy walks in and buys something.
Yeah. Well, that also could be the bracha, which is meaning when you are working, let it be very productive work.
Yes,
Let
sure.
it be very productive work.
The time that you set that I'm going to work.
Yeah.
No, if you're supposed to work every day, so then be happy that Hashem sent you the client. But no, Yossi, that client that Hashem he sent him to you.
Yeah.
In your case, it may be a little bit different, Yossi, because again, you're meeting people, and now you're taking them over to show them kedusha, haaretz,
I know.
And you show.
But they need to pay double and triple.
Okay.
They need you.
Okay.
Hey, I do the blessings. I don't get any money for giving over the blessing.
Yeah, well.
I mean, should I start a collection here?
No, for sure. Shalom.
But you do get blessing because again, when you give the blessing, you're blessing the people. They should have plenty.
Right.
It should be from Hashem. So that way, we'll have to give you more money.
But you're not giving me any money.
But Mashiach is on his way over. I'm telling you, it's coming.
Shalom, I think, I just apparently have an interesting perspective, only because you were kind of like a professional in the group, meaning you had a job that was more or less 9 to 5, so to speak. It wasn't like okay, you had to do your job, and then you came home and you didn't have to worry about it so much, so to speak.
I worry about it all the time.
But you still do. Anyway, I don't know if your perspective is different. It's not like if you work any harder, you're really going to make more money.
I wasn't worried about me. I was worried about the responsibility of the job. It was like,
Yeah, but your job is a little bit different also. You're worried about the hospital.
Right.
You were director of the hospital, Shari Tzedek, right?
I wasn't director, I was in charge of money, but
Okay.
I wasn't responsible.
You were responsible to keep the hospital running.
For 2,000 people to make sure they got their mascot every month.
Yeah.
So that was a
Okay, but that's a little bit different. You weren't worrying necessarily about your money. You were worried for everybody else.
Yeah. Like one time, a few years ago, there was snow going to be in Efrat, and it was the day that we had to pay salaries. And I said, nobody's going to go up to work. And I slept over that night in the hospital. And I came home. I took clothes, I took my towels and tefillin. I went there, I arranged, I have a bed there. And I slept over. So the next morning, and you know what, I call up the people, like the banks, like in Tel Aviv or whatever. And they say, well, you know, I said, I'm all by myself here, I'm doing this, we need to do this and this and this, we have to pay the salaries. And they say, well, why? I said, well, snow. Snow? What's snow? You know, they know what snow is. So snow, so you go to work, you go in the snow, it's a big deal. No, you can't, the roads are closed, you can't, you know. I'm here.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. Okay. All right. Well, okay. Wow. Okay. Here we go. Then the next bracha we do. Okay. Here. So the Kohen had, and he says the next one. Yor Hashem panav elecha. Right. Hashem should shine His countenance on you. Right. Zeh bechinas kedushas Yom Tov shal yodam niskala harotza. That's the kedusha of Yom Tov.
Okay.
Right. That's because.
Right.
You know, it's when we did Aliyah Saregel, right, and we came to the Beis Hamikdash, right? All the guys that came from all over, from south, they came from the north, they came from all over, right, Yossi?
Yeah.
Right, they were traveling, and then they came to Yerushalayim. They saw the Ratzon Hashem, they saw the grandeur, they saw the greatness of the Beis Hamikdash. They saw something of it spectacular. Did they not?
Mm-hmm.
We can just imagine what they saw, right? Okay.
So you're telling me that on Wednesday, when he goes ahead and gives Birchas Kohanim, and he says Yair, there's a Bechina
of holiday.
Yom Tov in there.
Yeah. Of this Galas Haratzon.
Hey, that I should be able to, all of us should be able to Niskala Haratzon.
That everything, that the same way on Yom Tov, we went to the Beis Hamikdash, we saw the Ratzon. I should feel that today, that understand everything that's transpiring in my life and transpiring in the world is the Ratzon Hashem. It's all the Ratzon Hashem.
So there are certain roles that are really like the Shliach Tzibor has to have certain things in mind too.
Oh, that's the next thing we're going to learn. Hilchas Shliach Tzibur.
Oh,
that's the next lesson.
And
But I should be able to see the Ratzon now.
Now. Yeah. The same way it's the Ratzon on Yom Tov, where I actually saw it. I actually saw the greatness of Hashem. I saw it there. But you should have it today, wherever you live.
And it's almost like the connection, the power is coming from those Shlosh Regalim. It's coming from
the same way you have that on the Shalosh Regalim. Today you should experience it also.
the point that I was going to make is that Shlomo should have a class for all of the Kohanim.
Okay.
So that they know what we're saying. Just like we have a class
so-
for the Shliach Tzibor. So,
Well,
so
again,
that everybody has confidence.
There's a
in
lot
what
to
you-
have in mind they think about that. You're right. I mean, like to have
It's not. It is and it's not. It is and it's not.
This
Why?
is nice, and today I hope this is good. This definitely is nice, but there's a lot of stuff. I mean, most Kohanim will say that, hey, I just work really hard on saying Ba'ahava. Meaning,
that's great.
i.e., I don't hate anyone.
But that's great.
I'm not even saying love, it's just, okay,
No,
I can
but
do
we
No, but
have
this
to-
is what. But
I
this
have
is
to
what.
do that before I go up there.
Yeah,
I have to
No,
look around the rooms
but
and say,
Yossi, this is what's
Guys,
going
it's
on.
awesome by the
No.
time
There are things going on behind the scenes by the Kohen just saying these words.
by saying it, right.
This is what Rab Nass is telling us. Really, what's going on behind the scenes, based on Tikkun Zayah, based on the whole. This is really what's going on behind the mechanics of it.
Yeah.
Okay, so if they can have that kavanah, that's great, but it's still happening.
It's
If he
crazy.
just has, if the kohen goes up and I want to give a blessing to the people, you can just think of that. I want to bless the people. So then all of these things can be activated. You understand?
Yeah.
It's kind of like what.
But if he can have the idea, that's amazing. You know, I see a lot of kind. They go up, they have a little card. I see some kind, and they have like a little. They have like a little.
But that card is to remember how to say Modin.
Wait a second. No, whatever. So you could write whatever you want on your
That's
card.
right.
You could write whatever you want on the card.
I always want to put something on my tally, so when I raise my hands, I can see what I'm supposed to be thinking about.
Yeah, you could write whatever you want. You make a card. You make your own card. What's the difference?
But when your hands are in the air, you can't read the card.
Okay.
No, I have this practice.
I
have to deal with this
yes,
practically.
we can learn about that. Yeah, in the CS Kappa, yeah. Okay. Ki b'chol hayamim tovim, shehem sholosh regolim, tzrichim la'alis lebeis hamikdash, lahamtich misham ha'aras ha'rotzen. Like we spoke about, right? You have to go up to the Beis Hamikdash, you see the Aras HaRatzon. Okay. Now, Baal Kain, Ika Kedushas Yom Tov, the main Kedusha of the Yom Tov, Toli Bet Tzadikim, K'maisha Kosav Makim Acher, Likutey Moran lesson 135, Ki Ika Kol HaKriya, Shal Yom Tov Koirei Yamagales Ratzon, Efshel Lishmaya, Ki Im HaYadei HaChacham VaTzadik HaAmitim, Shemekashmin Kol HaRetzonos, L'Shorish HaRatzon, L'Bechinas Rava D'Rava. Right? You see this now beautiful thing? Rav Nosson is tying it back together now. Back to the Rav, right? The whole idea is through the tzaddikim, through the chachamim. Remember we were learning the other day, we were learning the whole idea about the Torah Shebal Peh, right? On Friday, we were learning about the whole idea about Torah Shebal Peh. And we need to have, it's not just Torah Shebiksav, it's Torah Shebal Peh. The Torah Shebal Peh teaches us how to perform the mitzvahs, how to perform the Torah, to do what has to be done. So the tzaddik, the chacham, they help us to understand this ratzon. They help us understand this idea of the power that we can connect to the Rav and the Rabbin. Shesham nistalik Moshe k'mavoy Sham b'Torah. We said, all the tzaddikim, the chacham, they're all an aspect, they're under the license of Moshe Rabbeinu, right? All tzaddikim, right? All Torah scholars, they're under the license and teaching, under the license of Moshe Rabbeinu, because Moshe Rabbeinu is trying to teach us the Ratzon Hashem, right? The Torah is the Ratzon Hashem, right? So anyone that's out there trying to teach the Ratzon Hashem is part of Moshe Rabbeinu, so to say. And then, Moshe Rabbeinu left the world at the time of Rav and the Ravin, the time the highest place, the Metzach HaRatzon. And all this happens if we can connect to the Ratzon. How do we connect to the Ratzon? Birchas Kriya Shema, Shema Yisrael, Hashem Elokeinu, Hashem Echad, Baruch Shem, right, 25, Baruch Shem, about 24, remember we learned that, right? And that's all the Rav and the Ravin. That special time is Shabbos by Mincha. V'zeh bechinas Yah Hashem panav elecha, bechinas ha'oras pnei Hashem shenimshach b'yom tov. That's the whole idea, is the Yah Hashem panav elecha. Hashem should shine His countenance on you. Bechinas ha'oras pnei Hashem shenimshach b'yom tov. It's drawn on Yom Tov, bechinas sholosh pamim b'shana yeira kol zechurcha es pnei Hashem elekecha. The 3 holidays, we have to go up to the Beis Hamikdash, Aliyas Harega, right? We go up to the Beis Hamikdash to connect to the Ratzon. So every day when the Kohen is saying, Yah Hashem panav elecha, he's connected. We're trying the same way when I went mamish to the Beis Hamikdash and I saw the Ratzon Hashem. You should have the Ratzon Hashem today. You should feel it today in your day that everything is the will of Hashem, the way things are running in the world. It's not running because of the president, that president, this prime minister, that prime minister. It's all running. Hashem wants it to run, and that's the way things are happening, exactly the way He wants it to happen. It's amazing, right? That means 2 o'clock in the morning we have to get woken up. Everyone's woken up. Everyone's going to the Mamad. That's Ratzon Hashem. It's not the guy in Iran. Amazing, right? It's hard to understand it, right? 2 o'clock in the morning, we gotta get the kids up.
It is I have been learning. It's so every little detail
is all Hashem.
It's like
Sheikaroi nimshach al yedei tzaddik emes shal yoda meir pnei Hashem. Through the teachings of the tzaddikim, we see the light of Hashem. Ki tzaddikei inun an pei shechinta. The tzaddikim themselves are the pnei Shechina. The tzaddikim, when you see a real tzaddik, right? When you go to if you ever got to see Rav Chaim Kanievsky Zatzal, right? If you ever got to see the tzaddik, right? You go into a tzaddik, you saw his face, you saw the Shechina. You saw the Shekhinah. Do you ever see that? Do you ever go? Do you ever see the Am Shenover? Right, with the tzaddikim that you could have, you saw the tzaddik, you saw the Pnei HaShekhinah. Oh, K'moshe Kosev b'Zohar Kodesh Kama Pa'amim, right? In the Zohar, it speaks about this so many times that the tzaddik is considered Shabbos, right? Shabbos is the whole idea is the Oros HaRotzen, and so on. Okay, right? In the Zohar, Rabbi Shimon is called Shabbos, right? The tzaddikim are called Shabbos. Why? Shabbos is the Rotzen. Right, Shabbos is the Rotzen. Shabbos, Rav the Raven, is that special time, the Rotzen, Sheba Rotzen, right? And the Tzaddik is considered the Rotzen, the Pnei HaShechina, and it's all, okay. V'zeu v'chuneka. Next words, okay? V'chuneka. Yitein l'cha chen. Right? V'chuneka means that Hashem should give you upon you, should have chen. Chen, how do you say favor? Favor. I don't think you can translate chen into English, but okay. שזה בחיnas שמקשרים הרצוינס של כל ישראל לבחיnas Moshe שנסתלק ברצון שברצוינס. And because we're trying to connect Klal Yisrael to the same idea with Moshe Rabbeinu that left in the time of Rav the Rav and the Ratzon Shebaratzon. Ki kol hachein de kedusha she Yisrael nimshach mi Moshe. The whole chein of Klal Yisrael is when we study Torah, we have the chen. When we study Torah, we have chen. When we're not studying Torah, we don't have the chen. How do you get the chen? From studying Torah, because it's Torah's Moshe. Moshe Rabbeinu had the chen. Look at the next words. Nimshach mi Moshe al v'sham ki matzasa chen be'enai v'al yedei metzias chen himshach shalosh esrei midas shal rachamim. Because Moshe Rabbeinu found favor in Hashem's eyes. You see this? Hashem gave him over the 13 principles of faith, right? The Rachamim. Then we have the 13 principles of faith connected to the 13 midas Rachamim, okay? K'moshe kosev v'ata im no matzasi chen be'einecha hoidi'eni no estarkecha. Moshe Rabbeinu says to Hashem, so if I have chen in your eyes, right? So now tell me your ways. Teach me your ways, Hashem. Teach me your ways. Show me how we can connect to you, Hashem, the Ratzon, how we can connect to you to understand that it's all you in this world. Show me your ways. So Hashem gave him over the 13 attributes of mercy. Again, that's what we were learning just before. We have to beg Hashem for the Rachamim, right? The 13 attributes of Rachmanis. We know there are 13 points of the beard, right? The 13 points of the beard. We learned a lot about that. Bechinas Kedushas has a Kedim, the Kedusha. True Bechinas is Galas HaRatzon. That's again connected to the Zekedim, which is the revelation of the Ratzon of Hashem. B'Shabbos b'Nimshach, b'Shabbos b'Mincha, shenimshach misham, b'Kavanas, b'Zeh mevarchen Aysanu HaKohanim v'chuneka. Right? The words that you should have the chen. You should have the chen. You should have the favor. You should have the favor. Again, connecting to the tzaddikim, because the tzaddikim have the chen. Moshe Rabbeinu has the chen. If you want to get the Rachmanis, you have to have the chen. How do you get the chen? Study the Torah. Study the Torah, study the Torah Shabbal Peh. Specifically, because when you study Torah Shabbal Peh, you connect more to the tzaddikim. Okay, that's the chen. Now, v'zeu, Yisa Hashem ponav elecha v'yoseim l'cho shalom. Yisa Hashem ponav elecha v'yoseim l'cho shalom. Look at these words, beautiful. Shezeh b'chinet tzedakah k'mavaya le'el. In other words, the whole idea is always through tzedakah. Mizeh b'chinet ani b'tzedek echse panecha. With my righteousness, tzedakah, tzedek, right? Righteousness, tzedakah, giving the money, echse panecha. What does echse panecha mean? I'll be able to see your face, right? I'll be able to see your face. Echse panecha. Bebechinas mar betzedakah mar beshalom. Give more tzedakah, make more peace. Shalom, real shalom. Right? We know, right? Because it says im yesh shalom yesh hakol, im ein shalom ein klum. Right? How do you get more shalom? You give more tzedakah. And why is that? Because again, when you give more tzedakah, so you help out the aniyim. The aniyim hagunim, right? The righteous aniyim. By doing that, so then they turn to Hashem and thank Hashem. You make more shalom in the world by giving the tzedakah Okay, through tzedakah. Ki ikra tikun. What's that?
No, I'm learning this and I'm thinking, doing tzedakah, and then that means, you got to write the check out every time you get money in.
Makes more shalom, makes more peace in the real peace. Not peace like the way we say peace. That's nonsense. Shalom is real peace. Vayidei riboy tzedakah, ayidei zeh zeichen laras aratzon shu bechinas nesias ponim. Right, the elevation of the face, bechinas zokei nisa ponim, k'moshe kosu sham. I think the misbatel koyach chayis rois. We can be mevatel the chayis rois. What are the chayis rois? The wild animals. Those are the chachmei ateva. Those are the wild animals. Shazel bechinas sholem. Ki kol zman shenishma koylois haroyim shel chayis rois. So long as you hear the wild animals screaming. See, the Rav Nosson calls them wild animals. Chayis rois. Sheheim chachmei ateva yesh roiges. Yeah.
Those are the wild animals.
Yeah. Look at the word, Jesse. Read what he said. I didn't make it up. Yeah. They're the chachmei ateva.
What's teva mean?
Nature, the people of nature, the nature people. Yeah. In this country, they call the drug company Teva, right?
It's kind of funny.
Yeah, it's all nature. It's all nature, right? Yeah. Every time I'm going to Meron, you have to pass you pass the Teva. Yeah, okay. Yesh roiges v'kasa machlekes heipech harotzon. You have a lot of anger, machlekes, right? Because again, on one hand, there's a machlokes going on within the person himself. Right? He wants he learned that he has to study more Torah, spend more time, go to shul, daven with a minyan, do what you're supposed to do. And on the other side, they're telling him, no, you got to go to work. You got to go to work. Don't worry about the minyan. Go to work. So there's a machlokes going on. Hey becharotzen v'asholem ki heim mazike oma. These are the demons of the world. They are the ones that are damaging the world the most. Aval kishi Yisrael am kodesh misgabrim be'emunas harotzen. But when we, the holy nation, and we strengthen our faith in this idea of the rotzon of Hashem, ad shemizbatel kocham oz yeshuvu heima eleinu. So then the chachmei teva will come back to us. Look at the word, Jesse. Oz yeshuvu heima eleinu. Then they'll come back when they see really the miracles that are going on. And there are a lot of guys here that made tshuva, that saw the miracles and see miracles, and they are coming back. More people here are putting on tefillin than they ever did. The people that never put on tefillin before in their lives are putting on tefillin now. Correct? People who never wore tzitzis, they never knew what tzitzis was. Now they're wearing tzitzis. Amazing.
They're getting a piece of the correct map.
You what?
They're getting the piece of the correct map.
V'yiskayim, look at it. V'yiskayim, v'gor zev im keves, v'gor im v'nomer im gedi. Right? You'll have the what do you call it? The wolf will go with the keves, with the little sheep. Right? And the namir, what's the namir? The leopard? What's a namir? A leopard, right? It together with the gedi, with the little, what do you call a gedi? How do you say that in English? What? The little baby goat, right? The gedi is a baby goat, right? A kid. Ki is patlu hazekos v'haroiges v'yisra b'shalom. So that when it says over there, that's what it means, that's the chachmei ateva. They'll be able to come back to us because they're like the wolf. They're the wild animals. The wolf and the leopard. These are wild animals, right? And they pounce on things, right? They pounce and they try to destroy things, right? So then they will turn back. They will turn back to us when we shine the Ratzon so brightly. Ki yispatlu ha-zeikois v'haroiges v'yisra b'shalom shu b'chinas Ratzon. Have more shalom in the world. That's the Ratzon Hashem, that we have more shalom in the world. Shakol merutzim ze'im ze be'ahava v'shalom migoydel emunas haratzon shakol misnaging b'ratzon habayri yisbarach levad. teach that everything that goes on in the world is going on, it's only because that's the will of Hashem. Isn't that so nice, Yossi? If we mamish could teach this, that everything that's going on is going on because this is what Hashem wants. He wants it. Why he wants it, that's another story. But I know that everything Hashem is looking out and he's behind everything that goes on. V'gam oz yiskayim v'omdu zorim v'rod soynechem. Right? Then we'll also be miskayim what the Navi Yeshaya said. That strangers will get up and they'll attend to our sheep. V'zel b'chinas riboy hasholem. Shekol hazorim b'nei nechar. Yakiru gedulas habayri yizbarach. Right? All of those, look at this. The Chachmei HaTeva, the Jewish guys, right? Those are the wild animals, right? But the nations of the world, they're just called Zorim. They're strangers. They're strangers, right? Isn't it interesting, Yossi? B'nei Necha, Yakiru gedulas habayri yizbarach gedulas Yisrael. They'll recognize the greatness of Hashem, the real Hashem, not the Hashem that they thought was Hashem. Right? They're Yoshka, they're Muhammad, they're all that garbage, right? And when I say Muhammad, I say, cursed be his memory. Cursed memory. Yoshka, cursed memory. I'm sorry, Yossi.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but that's the truth. That's the truth. That's the truth. How many Jews were killed because of this Muhammad? Yossi, how many Jews were killed? Blessed be memory. Blessed. That's blessed.
Yeah.
Cursed. Yemach shemam v'zichram. Okay. And then look at this. And they'll recognize. Asher bacha bana mikolo amin. Birchas HaShachar, right? We say this in Birchas HaShachar, right? Asher bacha banu mikolo amin. That we were chosen from over all the nations. V'yasku kulam b'malachteinu, and they'll work and take care of our businesses. They'll take care of everything for us. Can you believe that? Come on, that's going to be amazing, right? Ki avinu shezeh kol tachlisam. They'll know that that's their whole tachlis in life, is to take care of us. Not the way they do things today, the way they're doing it now. Right now they're just against us. But when Mashiach is going to come, they'll understand that their whole tachlis is to take care of the Jewish people. Amazing, right? Amazing. Ba'al Kain, Mesayimim be'birchas kahanim, ve'yosem l'cha shalom. Right, those are the last words you say, Mordechai. Ve'yosem l'cha shalom. Place upon.
That's what we were on the last word on. We were on that last sentence on the whatever that day was, the 8th, in Shul. We didn't get to say the last sentence. On the day that we went into Mamad from Shurat David.
Well, you didn't get to say the Shalom.
We didn't get to say Shalom.
That's true.
Wow.
That's true. Yeah.
It stopped at Shalom. Wow.
Stopped. We didn't get to say that.
And he came back again to maybe say it again. And got right, and that was it. We tried a second time. So kind of
couldn't get that Shalom.
No.
And then
That's what Simchat Torah was when we couldn't say it.
In the middle.
We were up there.
Unbelievable. V'yosem l'choshlam ki ze ikar atachlis. B'chinas ratzon be'ahava v'shalom. That's the main tachlis, that we should have ratzon, the will of Hashem, ahava, to have love, and shalom, real true peace. Real true peace. That's when you work out the differences on both sides. You work out the differences on both sides. You can mamish have real peace, right?
Well, but it's also, Rabbi Nachman says, with yourself, if you don't have inner peace.
You have to have peace.
If you don't have inner peace, you can't have peace.
No peace, right? And therefore we start the bracha of the bracha levorech bi'ahava. We start out the bracha bi'ahava. That's how the Kohen makes the bracha bi'ahava. And he ends off the bracha with ki ze ikar ha'ikar b'chinas ahavas ahava v'sholem shehu b'chinas aras haratzon. The whole idea of ahava, to love every single Jew. Reish Pei Beis, right? Azamra, right? To love every Jew, not to judge any Jew, not to judge him because we have no idea We have no idea what's behind anyone and why anyone's doing anything. Most of the time, we don't even know what we're doing ourselves. So how am I going to judge somebody else? Right? How can I? We don't even know what we're doing ourselves many times. So how am I going to know why is this person doing something? I have no idea. Just my thing is just to know, to have a havas chinam, to just love Klal Yisrael. Finished. Love Klal Yisrael.
You have to work. I know, like sitting right here and thinking about doing that, I think I can lever. And then when I get into that place, maybe where I'm doing the blessed or whatever, and there's one guy in there that I had a machloket with.
Yeah.
You know, it's like I get influenced. The Sitra Achma's trying to take me out.
Just open the news. Yeah.
What?
Open the news. Love them.
The point I'm trying to say is like you can feel it here, like right here while I'm learning.
All right,
Then to apply it.
all right, let's see if we can do another. We have a little more time.
Yeah.
Oh, it's 5 after 8. You have to stop. So we stop here. We'll finish it tomorrow. We'll finish it tomorrow. Okay. So everyone, thank you very much. We should hear B'sorah Tovas. Everyone, stay safe.